Hello, my name is Damon Jones, real estate broker and owner of Purpose Real Estate Company, where integrity is our foundation. Today I have an exclusive interview with Kai Smith. She's one of the top hair care professionals in the industry. She's also a trichologist. She's a dynamic speaker. She's also the owner and operator of Follicle 360 Salon and Wellness Spa in Torrance, California. She has over 25 years of experience in the business. And if that wasn't enough, she's also a published author. Her title of her book is Hair Talk, Hair, Heart, and Soul, the hair Bible that teaches you the basic fundamentals of achieving healthy hair. Her mantra and health philosophy is beauty begins from within. But her main mission is to help you get to the roots of your hair loss. Kai, I want to thank you so much for taking time out of your schedule to educate and enlighten us on this subject in this interview. What exactly is trichology and what inspired you to become a trichologist?
Well, thank you for having me as well. And trichology is basically the study of hair and scalp and its maladies. So if you have scalp disorders or if you have any type of hair loss, that will be the specialty of a trichologist. Trich meaning hair, ology meaning the study of, so it's the study of hair. And what inspired me to become a trichologist is because as you said, I've been in the industry for 25 years. That means I've seen a lot behind the chair. And certain things started manifesting that I didn't have answers for. And being the kind of person that I am, I do everything based on integrity. Working with the women that came to see me to beautify their hair externally, and then they started having hair loss, and I didn't have answers for them. And quite frankly, I would shrink back whenever I would have that conversation. I didn't want to have the conversation because I knew that I was oblivious. I didn't know anything about what was happening to them. And so I didn't want to have that conversation. And then when I would send them to the dermatologist, they would come back still with unanswered questions.
Wow.
And maybe they would have a prescription, an ointment, or maybe they would get a scalp injection, some kind of shampoo, but it would never work. And so there I was left with a woman in my chair and her hair still down my drain and her money is going in my pocket, and that didn't feel good to me. And so I decided to embark on the journey to become a trichologist so that I can get answers for my clients. Because when a client comes to you, this is my philosophy, my theory. When a client comes to you, and as a hairstylist, a hair care professional, I should be able to support her in every facet of the industry, every facet of hair. And I couldn't. And so I felt guilty styling their hair, not having answers for them, hair still coming out, but I'm still taking their money. That didn't settle well with me. And so I had to take it. I had to take action on that feeling of guilt. Even though I knew it wasn't my fault, but I still wanted to be able to provide answers. I wanted to be able to shed light. So that's what started my journey.
Wow, that's quite a journey you've been on. So why wouldn't someone's hairstylist or dermatologist be able to assist them with it?
Well, like I just mentioned myself, being in the hair industry, being a licensed cosmetologist, we beautify the external components of hair.
Right.
And we don't necessarily go over the trichology piece in school because their job is to teach us sanitation, client protection, and to pass state board. It's not necessarily to delve into the realms of every area where you're proficient. It's just giving you the basics. And throughout the course of your profession, you start picking up different things. And so it hasn't been until here recently that trichology has really become a popular term.
Right.
And a lot of hairstylists didn't even know what trichology meant until here recently. And that's because hair loss became an epidemic. And so it had always been looked to be for the dermatologist to be the expert in hair, skin, and nails. But dermatologists really more so focus on skin. Now, you do have some dermatologists that have a specialty. They subspecialize in trichology because that is a part of their study in school, but they typically really more so focus on the skin. So if they don't have that subspecialty where they train even in more detail and more depth, they will not really understand the hair cycle, what happens, the different patterns of hair loss. So you would typically not, you would run into a brick wall trying to get answers from them because they're not really looking for the root.
Right.
They're looking at the symptom. The first thing they say is, what are your symptoms when you come into the office? And then they go from a symptomatic approach and they start prescribing things based on the symptom. And so hair loss is a symptom of something much greater happening within your body. So they're not addressing it. So that's one of the reasons why a dermatologist may overlook it. Not all dermatologists. So I don't want to make the blanket statement, but the majority don't specialize or subspecialize in hair loss. And so that's why they can't support you. With the hairstylist, you don't get that support because we were not taught that. We weren't taught trichology. So it is a specialty for the dermatologist and a specialty for the hairstylist. And so for myself, I now specialize in it because I didn't know anything about it either. And I was once ignorant to hair loss and didn't know what to do or what to say or how to handle it.
Wow. That brings me to the reason why we're here today. Tell us more about your workshop, Recover Your Roots.
Oh, Recover Your Roots is my baby. Recover Your Roots is my baby because Recover Your Roots simply means recovering your hair, the roots of your hair. And I created this workshop for the consumer. For the consumer, why? Because the consumer can become so inundated by information, misinformation, and then there's some truthful information, but they're confused about their situation. So a confused buyer doesn't buy anything, or a confused buyer will buy everything. And so they're confused because companies prey on their pain points with hair loss. Try this, try that, do this, do that. But the one big thing that they have missed in it all, what kind of hair loss does this help? So a person essentially is trying to fix a problem and they haven't even uncovered what the issue is. And so Recover Your Roots was designed to educate the consumer, educate the client about the 7 reasons why she can be losing her hair. To help her identify with one of those 7 reasons. And once she can do that, then it will help educate her and prepare her to go before her doctor so that she can ask the right questions to her doctor. So that either she can get the right blood test done and they can start doing go on a fact-finding mission, if you will, to try to figure out and pinpoint the cause of hair loss. Because most women, they overlook the uncover portion and they go straight to the treatment, but you have to first pinpoint, uncover the cause of it before you can treat. And so Recover Your Roots, basically, it increases public awareness with hair loss, and it helps the woman shift her perspective in how she views hair loss when she's looking for treatment.
Wow. I can see that this is your baby.
Yes.
So that is the wonderful thing in itself. How is your Recover Your Roots workshop different from any other hair loss seminar?
Well, because typically, and I just want to say this is in my opinion. This is in my opinion, and what I've seen over the course of the years of being in the industry. Typically, when you go to hair loss workshops, hair loss seminars, there's some kind of product attached to it that they're pushing. And without saying any specific names, they will advertise either on the radio or either on the television, or however you come by the advertisement. And it'll say, come to this hair loss workshop, get a scalp analysis or whatever, but it's because they're pushing a product behind it. They're still not really addressing your issue. And for me, with Recover Your Roots, there's no product connected to Recover Your Roots. It's all information. Information to help you make the next best move for you with your hair loss. Information for you to start. I have a 3-step strategy. Proven 3-step strategy, because in case you didn't know, I had my own bout with hair loss. And I implemented this 3-step strategy on myself, and that's the way I was able to recover and stabilize my hair loss. So I have a 3-step strategy that is uncover, treat, restore. Uncover meaning the fact-finding mission of pinpointing what the cause of your hair loss is, because each cause of hair loss should be treated differently. There is no cookie cutter way. There's no one size fits all. So we must pinpoint what's happening to you. And it's not uncommon for a woman to have more than one cause of hair loss, or more than one form of hair loss going on at a time. And so you have to be very careful. And in that fact-finding mission, I'm looking for the not so obvious. I'm looking for the not so obvious, because it can be masked as several different things.
Right.
And so we are going to uncover, and then I'm going to help you devise a treatment plan, which won't be one product. It's a synergistic treatment, because there is a lifestyle, and being healthy and yielding good fruit, which means your hair, skin, and nails. That's a lifestyle. And so I'm teaching them how to shift their mindset, so that now they can be healthy and they can bring their body into homeostasis, and that will help them grow healthy hair. And so I'm different because of that, because I'm giving them education as a whole without anything attached. The only thing that they'll get from my workshop that I will actually attach or sell or give away as a bonus is they'll get a consultation, a one-on-one consultation with me. But it's not one direct product that I'm attaching to what I do.
Wow. I mean, once again, your passion for what you do, it's to be commended.
Thank you.
So if somebody was not able to attend your live workshop, do you have a way that they can attend online or virtually?
Absolutely, absolutely. Thank you for asking that. So what I'm doing now, what I'm transitioning and doing now for 2017 is I love doing the in-person workshops,
right,
because it gives me the opportunity to see the person, learn the person, and all of that great stuff. But because I want to impact women globally, I'm now going on a virtual scale, so that and I have done this. I've live streamed my workshops before,
right,
but it wasn't something that was systematic. It wasn't something that would always happen. But now I'm setting things up so that I can help women globally, and they can go on and take my virtual course, my virtual hair loss workshop, where it will still be 4.5 hours that they will sit with me. They get a full workbook that will help them identify themselves with certain illnesses that may be causing hair loss. And we're going over 7 reasons why they could be losing their hair. We're going over diet. We're going over healthy hair care practices. So we're covering the whole ball of wax within that 4.5 hours. And because of who I am, most times it ends up going over 4.5 hours, because I'm just sewing and giving and answering questions and things like that. So yes, they will be able to connect with me on a virtual hair loss workshop in 2017.
Wow. You truly go above and beyond what's asked of you. So how can anyone get information on how to attend Recover Your Roots or any of your events?
They can go to kaismithonline.com, and there are several tabs on my website. But if they want to know about Recover Your Roots specifically, there's a tab that says Recover Your Roots, and they can either click the tab that just says Recover Your Roots Workshop, find out more about what the workshop is, or if they want to make it a VIP day and they want Kai Smith in their city, we're not just speaking about virtual now, because I do the virtual. They can go on there and find out how to sign up online. But if they want me there virtually, where it's not my own workshop that I'm putting on, and they want to do a VIP day with their girlfriends, I also open it up to a group of 10 women, where I'll fly into your city, and we'll have a day of beauty, health, and wellness, where I will go over the workshop in an intimate environment, where it's your girlfriends and you're just learning and all that good stuff and sharing. And they can do that. I do 6 hours with that. And each one of the ladies that attend the VIP day, they also get a hair loss consultation as well.
Wow, wow.
To be more specific about their hair loss.
Right. So private consultations, that's really something that could be very informational to those that would take advantage of that.
Absolutely, absolutely, absolutely.
Beautiful. Well, let's have a conversation. Let's shift gears a little bit. Let's talk about your phenomenal and eye-opening book, Hair Talk, Hair, Heart, and Soul.
Yes.
From my perspective as a man, I read your book. You were surprised that I read your book, but the thing about it is that I learned some key things in there, especially about proper nutrition, the 3 phases of hair growth. I was like, wow, especially with shopping in a store, most of the healthy foods are on the exterior versus the inside. This markets are set up basically to keep us overweight, and that's another video.
Yes.
But as a man, I think this book is definitely for men to read as well. It's not just for women, fellas. So you need to go ahead and pick up a copy of her book, Hair Talk, Hair, Heart, and Soul. you will not go wrong. So what words what inspired you to write your book, Hair Talk?
Well, Hair Talk, Hair, Heart, and Soul, I penned it the Hair Bible because it is the foundation.
Right.
It is the foundation, and it's entitled Discover the Secrets to Healthy Hair because every woman desires to have healthy hair, but it seems like the most impossible thing for her to achieve.
Right.
And day in and day out in the salon, I found myself answering the same sets of questions. And the common denominator was that they all wanted healthy hair and they didn't know what to do.
Right.
And so I said, you know what? You need to take this information and you need to put it in a book. And if you notice, the book is very thin. The book isn't that big. But I put it in a form where it was layman enough for implementation. Because when we really can't conceive something, we can't achieve it. We won't implement it. If it becomes too much technical talk, it's just like they'll put it down and they won't implement. And so I purposely wrote it like it's me physically standing behind the chair and speaking to my client on their level. So that it's like having me there with them when they're at home making choices. Because the truth of the matter is, even if you have a standing client that comes to see you once a week, every 2 weeks, or every 3 weeks, however frequently this client comes in to visit you, on average you have about 30 days in a month. That means you're either doing your client's hair once, twice, 3 or 4 times a month, right? What about the other 26 days or so? They're at home and they're doing their own hair. And if I don't educate them and I don't give them the foundation, then what I'm doing at the salon is not going to outweigh what they're doing at home. And they don't know what to do at home, so it's counterproductive to what I'm doing, and they will never have healthy hair even though they come to a salon on a regular basis because of what they're doing at home. And this book actually teaches you those things. It gives you that foundation that beauty doesn't just start on the outside of what you see. Beauty actually starts, it begins from within. And that's why my philosophy, my mantra is beauty begins from within, because you need that foundation to work from to yield good fruit, as I like to say, healthy hair, skin, and nails.
Wow. And like I said, it's definitely an easy read. It is in layman's terms so everybody can understand. And, going into the book, I really didn't think that I would appreciate it as much as I do now. I know I'm follically challenged, but more than likely that's, it is hereditary, but I believe I could have done a few other things that probably could have prolonged my hair, or put it off for a little while. So, with that said, how can anybody get a copy of your book?
Well, they can go to www.discoverthesecretstohealthyhair.com.
Okay.
Or you can find me on Amazon. The beauty about going to discoverthesecretstohealthyhair.com is that you get a personalized message in this book.
All right.
So I add a message and I personally sign every book that's purchased from my website.
Okay.
And so that will be the difference. It's $20 no matter what.
Okay.
If you buy it from my site, it's $20 with shipping and handling, including shipping and handling. But you get that personalized message from me. And I like to do that because it makes me feel like I'm connecting with my audience to give them a personal message and sign, seal, and deliver it to them.
Wow. Above and beyond service. Wow.
Yes.
For that price, for you to get an autographed copy of Hair Talk, Hair, Heart, and Soul, that's a beautiful thing. For those that might be hesitant to make contact with you, what word of advice would you give them to just kind of help them along, just to take that first step to give you a call?
Well, I would say that if you know that there is a problem and you're not sure of what that problem is, it never hurts to seek outside yourself just to have a conversation. A conversation doesn't mean anything concrete. And so I make it very simple. You can go to kaismith.com online/consultations and you can schedule a complimentary 15-minute discovery session with me. There are no strings attached. Okay. If you have questions because something just keeps coming back up, with your hair and you're confused about what's happening, you've gone to seek other professional advice and nothing has worked, then reach out. I encourage them to reach out because there's nothing wrong with a 15-minute conversation that has no strings attached. Right. Either you're going to walk away the same or you're going to walk away enlightened with the next steps to do.
Right. Okay, well, great. When somebody's in need of your services, what's the best way that they can make contact with you?
they can either phone me,
Okay.
310-324-3007.
Okay.
And the absolute best way to do it is to go online and send a message through my website.
Okay.
Get in touch
Okay.
is what it's under. Get in touch, and they can do that at kaismithonline.com.
Awesome.
And they can send a message, or like I said, if they know they want to speak to me about hair loss or just a healthy hair care regimen
Right.
alone, then the 15-minute consult, you don't even have to make contact with me over the phone.
Okay.
There's a scheduler online for you to be able to pop on my schedule, and then I call you on that day.
Wow.
I'm ready to talk to you. I will send you a hair loss audit. It's a pre-screening intake form for me to learn more about you before we hop on a call, so that I kind of know the direction of the phone call,
Okay.
and to learn more, to maximize on the time, and to effectively help the person on the other end. And I show up prepared and ready to serve and support you. And you can't beat that for 15 minutes for free.
No, you can't. Kai, I want to thank you so much for taking time out
Thank
of your
you.
schedule for this interview.
Yes.
Again, you can make contact with Kai Smith at 310-324-3007. Most definitely visit her website at kaismithonline.com. Once again, this is Damon Jones, real estate broker and owner of Purpose Real Estate Company, where integrity is our foundation. Please make us your first choice when you're ready to buy, sell, or invest in commercial or residential real estate. Please definitely visit our website at purposerealestate.com. Please call us at 562-688-6279. Thank you so much for watching. Keep making your life the best it can be.